Do this one thing and you will feel great every day of your life. In this video, I'm going to share with you the one practice that if you do it every single day, you will feel good. Darren Hardy came up with this term, bookend your day. And what he means by bookending your day is that you start and finish it in a certain way. So in order to be successful, you need to finish off your day by reviewing what you did, your accomplishments, your wins, and all of your successes, all the efforts that you made throughout the day. Because you probably had many of them, but you might not recall them because they're not so fresh in your mind, or perhaps they're things that you do that you don't think much about. And it could be simple things like playing games with your children, or doing something for somebody, or just, doing a special thing for somebody, or making dinner or something of that kind. But the fact is, there are things that you do every single day that you should measure, because when you measure them, then you will feel good. And like I said in my previous video, which if you haven't watched yet, when you feel good, then you go and do more things that will cause you to feel good. And you will think more thoughts that are going to cause you to feel good. So you want to finish your day by assessing and reviewing what you've done. What have you accomplished? What worked out? What didn't? But you want to recognize what you did that was really advantageous and that caused you to feel good. By the same token, you want to plan for your next day at the same time. So you review what you did for the day, and there are going to be a number of things that you did that were advantageous, likely. So then you put them down. And then you think about what you want to accomplish the next day. Get yourself in a good state of mind. And then write down only 3 things. If you have anything more than 3 goals, then you have none. You basically need to have 3 goals that you're going to accomplish the next day, 3 things that you will absolutely do, 3 things that will move the needle on your business and your life that will cause you to feel good. And when you write those 3 things down, guess what? When you drift off to sleep, those 3 things will be in your mind. If you do this at the end of the day, you can read it and review it if you do it earlier, but if you do it at the end of the day, you will then go off to sleep, and those things will be marinating and percolating in your mind, as Wayne Dyer taught us. So as you go off to sleep, you go unconscious. Your subconscious mind now takes over. That's the part of your mind that's controlling 96 to 98% of your life. In fact, if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be alive today. Your digestion, your heart pumping, your blood flowing, everything, all your automatic processes are being controlled by your subconscious mind. As you go off to sleep, your subconscious mind takes over, and it will marinate and percolate on these goals that you have. And it will potentially help you to come up with solutions or ideas or inspirations that will cause it to happen much easier. Write them down, and then you have those 3 things. Next morning you wake up and those things will be fresh in your mind. You can review them, ensure that you still want to do those things, that those things were the most important on your task list, and then get to work on them. Make sure that you put a time that you will do them. You have a time blocked off so that you will do them, and then you go ahead and do them. And at the end of that day, you will then review them again and check to see, did I do the things that I said I was going to do? Did they turn out better than I thought? And assess your wins. Always be looking forward. If there's things that didn't work well, fail forward. Learn from them, write that down, and then fail forward. So the term bookending your day is journaling your day. Basically, it's planning for a successful day, taking action, and then reviewing those actions and seeing how you did. And the other thing you want to do in order to bookend your day is to start off with a successful morning ritual. And I will put the link in below. There is a video that I created about having a 5-step morning success ritual, and I'll give that to you. Take a look at it, grab it, and put it to work if you don't have one. If you just get up and check your phone, you're on somebody else's agenda. You're not on yours. You're not setting up yourself up successfully for a great day. You're not taking the time to set yourself up physically, mentally, emotionally, and have an awesome day. So morning ritual is another critical factor. And you can read multiple books about it. Robin Sharma has written books about it, Hal Elrod, and many others. But the morning ritual is something that every successful business owner will not go without. They will absolutely ensure that they do their morning practice. and it doesn't matter if they do a shorter version of it. But the critical factor here is that you challenge yourself, because throughout your day, you're going to have challenges and you need to be ready for them. So if you get yourself set up physically strong, mentally strong, spiritually strong, you're ready for the day. You can handle things that come your way. And because I've done this for thousands of days, I can tell you I run into less problems because I've challenged myself in the morning. If my day could have 3 challenges throughout it, I tend to have less. Just sharing here with you what's happening with me. I challenge myself, I push myself every single morning, and I grind and I do things that are a little more difficult than the day before. I'll do more push-ups and more training or something like that, but I will do something a little bit more and challenge myself. That way I can avoid just the challenges that are coming at me from the world. So this is how you bookend your day, with journaling and with exercise. And you start your day with a morning ritual, and you can end your day with something a little more calming. Something like a meditation, or perhaps a walk, get some fresh air, and then go off to sleep. But if you bookend your day with certain practices, because you are going to sleep every single day, we need to go into a state of recovery. And we do this every single day without fault. And perhaps 1/3 of our life is used just to recover and sleep. So you might as well use it to your benefit. If you're going to sleep for 7 or 8 hours, then you might as well think about the things that you want to have the next day, write them down, commit to them, and let your subconscious mind marinate and percolate on them and work on them while you're sleeping, instead of you having to do all of the work yourself. Because if you're using willpower doesn't work. We start off with lots of willpower every single day. By the end of the day, we're out. And every week, the same thing. By Friday, we're ready for pizza and Netflix. So don't trust willpower. Use your mind more powerfully. Instead of working harder, think smarter. Use your mind, bookend your day, start and finish your day in a certain way, and use a journal. Write these things down. When you write things down, you use a different part of your mind. When you tap into that part of your mind, it will start working on getting things done. And when you write things down, if there's any questions that you have around it, write those questions down or ask yourself questions, because what will happen is when you ask yourself questions, the reticular activating system in your mind, it's called the RAS, it will turn on and it will start trying to solve this problem for you. So you can do this and solve your problems much easier than if you just tried to do it alone or tried to ask for help from others. You might as well use the best and greatest part of your aspect of your mind, which is your reticular activating system. Get it working for you. It's there. It's there to support you. And I've said this before in another video, the questions that you ask yourself are so critical, because the answers to life's most difficult questions the answers to life's most difficult challenges are in the questions that we ask ourselves. So we should ask ourselves more effective questions. What's my better thinking right now? What's a better solution right now? What's my better emotion? What's the solution to this problem? How can I generate more income right now? How can I solve this problem? What can I do right now that's going to change my circumstances and make them better? And let go of the old patterns that are holding me back. Ask yourself these questions. And you can do this in a journal format as well. If you don't journal, again, you can just pick up a simple notebook and write things down. It doesn't have to be journaling a lot, writing a lot. You just write very few things down, just the 3 things that you're going to do, and then focus your attention on those, measure your performance, and you'll see at the end of the week when you look through that journal and realize all the things that you've accomplished because you did that and you let your subconscious mind and your reticular activating system work for you, you are going to see how this can work better for you. Grab a journal, start bookending your day, focus on your intentions on what you want, start measuring your performance, and see how this works for you. You've got this, and I've got your back.